Okay, welcome back. This is the third part of the friend keyword. This is the third part of the friend keyword lectures. That in this part we're going to understand that a class, how can a class be a friend of another class, friend of a class A, and when you make a class friend to another class, then all member function of that friend class can access private data of the class on which class is friend. So before start the demonstration, we should keep in mind few important point. In this example that I'm going to demonstrate here, example, class B will be the friend of class A. And when we make a class friend to another, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean it doesn't mean class A is also friend of class B. Unless and until we make it explicitly inside class B, class A is not a friend of B. That means A cannot access private data of B. But if we make B as a friend to A, then B can access private data of A. So let's start the demonstration here. Here there's a class A. Class A. Let's have some private data member, num1. And then we'll see what we can do. Let's make a member function. We're going to set the value for private data member of class A. So void set val is the function, and we are going to take an input for this purpose. So let's print some message. Enter any value as integer. Sorry, and then let's take input for num1. So num1 value, num1 get initialized here. Now let's suppose we have another class B, and we want what we want that B should be friend of A. B is the friend of class A. So let's do this. For that we can use the friend keyword, friend class B. So remember here B is a friend of A. Okay, but we did not write friend class A here. So A is not friend of B. Okay, so this is the point I have discussed here. If we make B as a friend, it doesn't mean A is also friend. So means B can access num1, any member function of B now can access num1, but any member function of class A cannot access any private data if class B have, cannot access it. Okay, so let's declare one function here, member function to the class B. Void get print A as data. So we are simply going to print a message, and for that going to pass the argument to that function a obj, and then let's do this. See out the value of S private member is, so we can print the value here, obj dot name of the data member is num1. Similarly, we can write various other functions. We can include various other functions to class B. So we can do this void again get suppose get A, the value of get A is going to return. So we are going to pass the object as argument, and simply we're going to return the value of s private data obj dot a. Return obj dot a. So here we have defined two function as a public function inside class B, and both of the function now eligible to access private data of the friend class A here. Okay, so this is the powerful feature of a friend class. Once we make a class as friend, then any number of member function can do this, can access private data of that class. Okay, so I hope there will be a forward declaration is required and header file is also required. So let me add them. So I'm doing the forward declaration. So forward declaration is done. And let's compile this code from the main method. Let me add a main method here. So first of all, we need to create the object of class A and B both. So A obj1 that we have created and B obj2 that also we have created here. Okay. Now we need to go call this function to set the value of num1. So obj1 dot set, what is the name of the function? Set val. Set val. Save this code. Okay. Then we need to call this two function one by one. So let's call this function obj2 dot get print a. So we need to add one handle by which output will be moved to the next line. And then we need to call this function which is going to return the value. And for that we need to pass the object of class A as argument. And see out here we are calling the function obj2 dot get a and we are passing obj1. So save this code and let's compile this code. Let's see it is working or not. Now look at the output window. It is waiting for the input. So let's give an input 20 and check the first function of class B. Print the value. The value of A's private data member is 20. And the second function that we called, which is going to return the value of A's private data. So it did it very successfully. So there will be no issue when we make a class as a friend by which it can access private data of that class. Okay, so what are the steps you need to follow? These are the very important steps you need to remember. Class B is a friend of class A and all member function of class B can access private data of class A. So here B is a friend to which class A. So now what are the functions that we're going to write inside B are eligible to access the private data of class A. Next step, class B will be friend of A, but it doesn't mean A is a friend of B. So here I highlighted this point. A is not a friend of B, but B is a friend of A by writing this line. So when you make a class as a friend of another, we also need forward declaration. So this is the forward declaration we have did, and we successfully access the private data of A by these two member function of class B. Okay, these are the two member functions we have inside class B and successfully can access private data of class A. So this is the completion of the friend topic. I hope you understand how to access private data member with the help of friend function and friend class. And hopefully you enjoy this lecture and we'll see in the next lecture what you're going to discuss.